Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Finally, another hair vlog video where I wash my hair with you guys. If you guys did not check out my previous videos, you might want to go ahead and check them out because there you'll actually find out what I did differently, which is add lock extensions, permanent lock extensions to just a few of my locks, to extend them and just bring them all to a unified length, because I had some choppy layers and it was just messing around with my hairstyles and just my overall look. The fullness was just not there, so I decided to add some of these lock extensions, and I will go more into detail about why I did it and my entire experience in another video. Also answer some of you guys' questions as well concerning lock extensions, so I will address those in a further video. But today is a hair wash video where I will be washing my hair with these extensions for the first time. I am a little bit nervous simply because I know with, first of all, I know that I applied the lock extensions in well. I did a lot of research before actually doing them. Actually, I did a lot of research before purchasing the hair, period. But when I purchased the hair, I already seen enough tutorials and did enough research to understand how to apply them, how to install them. And so I think I did a really good job, but now is like the testing ground, which will show whether or not I really did a good job in installing them in the right way where they're strong and firm. So I'm just a little nervous because I know when I wash them, for that reason I will see whether or not they're strong enough because I attached them to my own locks. So I don't want, my biggest fear is that I don't want them to fall off or weaken off. I want them to stay strong and taut. So I know that when I wash my hair, I'll have to be a little bit more intentional with how I wash my hair, not be too rough in the areas that I'm a little insecure in right now. So I think I'm going to wash them in sections like I have in previous videos, and just wash them very precisely, neatly, so that I can be sure that nothing is loosening up and anything like that. But yeah, check out those videos because I actually showed you guys the journey to making the locks, how I make my own lock extensions, and how I actually installed them in my hair, and the final look in the sunlight and all of that. But so I'm just gonna grab these two rubber bands and these two banana clips, and that should be good enough to keep my hair in 4 sections while washing. Okay, so I have a bathing suit just so that it doesn't look like I'm naked. My Bluetooth speaker just never stays charged. Alright, anyway, so I'm going to take the locks that have the lock extension and put them in one section because I want to be sure that I am taking my time and being super gentle with the lock extensions. Oh wow, you can actually see the color difference, which is not so bad. It just looks like an ombre type of color gradient. Crazy because it's so difficult to actually distinguish the lock extensions from my hair. The texture is just a little bit more rough than my texture, and so that's kind of the way that I feel around to look for the lock extension locks. Everything else is 100% mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I've got 13 lock extensions in total. Alright, and so the rest of my hair I'm going to put in sections using my banana clips in the best way that I could that makes sense around what I've already done. Alright, so now that I've got my hair in these sections, it just makes shampooing my locks so much easier. I start off by rinsing my whole entire head, and then I go in and shampoo the roots of every section. I shampoo the roots diagonally and horizontally in that parting space that's open, and then I take down one section and then go ahead and shampoo the roots in that section, and then just focus on each section individually, making sure that my scalp is well cleansed in every area. And I take the time to just reevaluate the locks, making sure that I'm doing a good job and that all areas are well cleansed and washed. So now I'm rinsing my head with the shampoo, with the shower head, and then doing my second shampoo session, which is where I focus more on the length of my locks as well as the scalp. So for this particular shampoo session, now that I've got these lock extensions, I am taking my time and being more gentle along the length of my locks. But look, it is so soft, okay? As soon as I put the shampoo on the lock extensions, I was so shocked to feel how soft and tender it got. And it feels so much like my hair, and it looks a lot like my hair as well. So I'm just continuing to focus on the length of my locks, being as gentle as possible, and then I put my head under the shower head momentarily just to loosen up the shampoo. And as you can see, it looks just like my hair. Like, you can barely see the distinction. You can barely see the distinction. I'm so excited that I'm like twisting over my words. So here I'm allowing the shower head to just loosen up the shampoo on my scalp, and just do kind of like a pre-rinse before I go ahead and put my head under the actual faucet, which gives me so much more power, more control, and really gets all of this shampoo out of my hair. All right, so like I always do, I rinse my hair under the faucet. I did start with the actual shower head, but I only did that for the beginning of the rinse, and then to finish the rinse out completely and just really ensure that my hair is completely cleansed of all the shampoo, I just go ahead and come under the faucet. The only problem with the faucet for this particular hair wash is that I was a little afraid, because there's so much force coming from this faucet, that I was afraid that it would like wash away my hair, my lock extensions, but thankfully it didn't. All I do under the faucet is just squeeze all the way down the length of my locks. And so I'm going to show you the result as soon as I get out of the shower. Stay tuned. Okay, so I just came out the shower, still kind of dripping, and I want to show you guys what my hair looks like now as it is wet. And I want to show you specifically because of the fact that I have lock extensions. So let's just see what has gone on since I washed my hair in the shower, and if any of the extensions have indeed loosened. Now, like I said, don't ask about this side here. It is still kind of, growing back in. This side of my head is the side that I like to sleep on, so I think that my edges might be rubbing off because of that. So I'm still working on that, but and that's the reason why I have recently decided to keep my hair this way. Since I love my side part, I decided to kind of camouflage that as I'm working on some things, you know what I'm saying? So let's check out my hair. All right, so this is one of the locks with the lock extension, and it seems like everything is still on straight. I do have to kind of palm roll it, or rather take some of this hair and wrap it around very loosely, not a whole lot, just enough because it is a little bit more frizzier at the bottom. But you know what, I'm not really bugging about that. I do like frizz anyway, so that's okay. All right, so on to another lock. And by the way, no lock extensions fell out in the shower. That was a little bit of a fear of mine, and it did not happen. So that just goes to show you much of what we fear doesn't even happen anyway. This is another lock, and it's actually joined, I think, right here, and it seems to be pretty solid. It does have a frizzy texture. This one here, I'm trying to work on it because it kind of looks like the balls at the ends of my the balls that I used to struggle with my starter locks. I always ended up with like a shape like this at the end because my shed hair was kind of falling to the bottom. This, however, is because of my own flaw, so I might just cut it, or I might just crochet it back up and kind of solidify that the ends part of that particular lock. As it is wet, it does feel light and a little limp. Certainly not as strong as the as my locks are, but it's just a little bit more it's a little bit more spongy and therefore light, and you can definitely see a distinction, but it's not very noticeable, which is good enough for me. This is another lock here, and it's still on strong. Okay, let's check out more of the front. The front seems to be good. Yeah. This one, I might just go ahead and crochet a little bit more because it seems a little light. I guess I didn't stitch it enough, so it is a little loose. But if I decided to leave it like that, it's just fine. This is another one, still on. And let me tell you, when I started to wash my hair with the lock extensions, these I decided to leave without. When I decided to, when I started to wash my hair with the shampoo and put it on the lock extensions feel like real hair. I mean, it is human hair, but it feels so much like my own hair. It instantly softened when I applied the shampoo, but it feels very soft and tender. Right now it feels like my hair. I mean, I really couldn't find a distinction if it were not for some of the locks being a little thicker than my actual lock. Yeah. The lock extensions feel a little bit more spongy. This one here, I might have to kind of fix it a bit up here because it does get thicker. But like I said, I'm not obsessive about neatness. And you know, lock problems happen as you grow out your hair. This one is a little thicker, but it's fine with me. Yeah, lock problems happen. You know, some of your locks start to thin out a little bit. I mean, even if you have the best hair care routine, things like that happen. They can happen due to stress. They can happen due to mishandling. They can happen due to health issues, and just hairstyling in general. For me, I think that my use of rubber bands really contributed to some of my locks thinning. And so I am not going to use rubber bands like I did before, by wrapping them. I used to wrap them a lot. I would wrap them 3 to 4 times when I'm doing my braids. So that's just something that I've learned not to do. If I do happen to use rubber bands, it will only be momentarily, like I did in the shower, and I won't be wrapping it any more than just once. I won't even be wrapping it at all. I'll just put the rubber band around it and that's it. I do like to put my hair in a ponytail when I work out, so I'm not sure if that's another reason why. And then sometimes I put my hair up and then just leave it. So I'm going to try to limit my use of like rubber band tools, hair rubber band tools, elastics, because I'm realizing more and more that those tools have an adverse effect for my hair. But what I'm loving so much, let me just make sure you see it, okay? What I'm loving even more, let me put on this light so you can actually see. What I'm loving even more is the consistency of my locks, the length of my locks, all coming down to the same size. But other than that, this is just fine. Like, I love that my hair looks like it is back to its even state. It's not choppy in layers because of my cutting my hair recently. So I'm loving it, and this is just the change that I feel like I needed in order to look at my hair in a more positive light. Not saying that I don't like my hair, but I don't like how I cut my hair, and so I've decided to keep these lock extensions in until, at least until my hair grows out, and then I may go ahead and cut them out. But for now, it works for me, and I'm not saying that this is something that everyone should do. But if you are someone who has choppy layers in your hair, with your locks are in choppy layers, and you are wanting a more full look to enhance what you already have, and some of your hairstyles are not the same because of the choppiness of your locks, consider adding a few lock extensions here and there. There's nothing wrong with that at all. As long as you're doing it the right way, or you seek the right professional to help you, I don't see anything wrong with it at all. You're simply enhancing what you already have, and you can keep them in for as long as you want. It's your preference, your head of hair. So yeah, that's what it looks like right now. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this cool little catch-up hair wash day vlog featuring my new hair extensions. If you want to know more about these lock extensions, I have a playlist that I will link down below so that you can go ahead and kind of binge watch if you're interested in lock extensions and just enhancing your own beauty temporarily or permanently. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you stay tuned for many more videos because I'm back on my schedule. I'm trying my best to push out as much content that is of quality and actually something that you will enjoy on this channel and on my second channel, my vlogging entrepreneurship channel, which is Boss From Home. So if you want to go ahead and subscribe to that channel, feel free to subscribe. There will be more vlog style videos there. I will be showing you guys kind of how I did this office space, how I packed up my old office space and pretty much packed up our old apartment and moved here. So if you're interested in vlog style videos to get to know me and my family, go ahead and subscribe to that channel. But thank you guys for watching one more time. I will see you very soon. Till then, later. Bye.